Hey YouTube, it's JT here. I'm bringing you guys an update on my Superheavy Samurai deck profile for February 2019. It's been a while since I posted my last video. I know it's been like 2 months. I haven't been quite been on with YouTube lately, but I'm coming back with you guys with a new deck that I basically put in myself that I really like. This deck is mainly built upon monsters, mostly monsters that end up and they don't work around spell or trap. But there are quite a few, quite just only like 2 cards in here that are just running here, just for safety measures and like that. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started with the deck. So, as you guys are wondering, I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Big Bang K. It's a really good card effect for me to run because it switches when it's normal special summon. It automatically switches to defense mode, and it can attack while it's in defense mode for all Superheavy Samurai monsters out there too, and it applies the defense points for damage calculation. It's pretty good, and like your main your main hitter for the deck, for example. And also I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Magnets. Best deck and best card to ever run in here because it allows, when it's normal summon, you can special summon 1 Superheavy Samurai monster from your hand, and it changes it to defense, and Magnet switches to defense mode. And Superheavy Samurai monsters can't be targeted for attacks except for him. So best chance of you, if you can get 2 out in the field, you'll be creating a very strong hold for it, so that your Superheavy Samurais won't be taken out in battle. And I also run 3 Superheavy Samurai Scales. When this card is normal or if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, and you control none, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is no more special summon, you can target 1 level 4 monster Superheavy Samurai from your graveyard, except for Scales, and special summon it in defense mode. I really like this card a lot. You can because you can bring back some Superheavy Samurais that you need, to bring out even stronger monsters for the deck. And like I said, it can also for the opponent to control 2 or more monsters. Best way to run is to run 3 of these now, because also running another Xyz monster in here, I also do think is best for the deck to run. And also I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Flutist. This card is basically a way to bring out Big Bang K the fastest. When he's summoned, you contribute him and summon a Superheavy Samurai from your hand. It's basically a way for you to bring out Big Bang K faster without making any sacrifices enough. But I say it's a pretty good card effect for me to put in here. And also has another effect. When a card or an effect is activated that targets a Superheavy Samurai monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So it's basically not only a way for you to bring out Big Bang K the fastest, but it can help you save any other Superheavy Samurai monsters on your field for you to use. And I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Soul Fire Suit. I may love this card mainly to save, and it's also used for saving Superheavy Samurai monsters, because all you gotta do is just discard it, and the monster loses only 800 defense points for that turn, and it can't be destroyed. But it's pretty good to run in here for safe, in case if you need to keep your Superheavy Samurai monsters on the field a little bit longer and such. You will need Soulfire Suit to do the job for it. And I now also run 3 Superheavy Samurai Giga Gloves. I like this card a lot because when it gets destroyed, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You can place them in any order you want and put them back. And also, when your opponent declares a direct attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard and draw 1 card. And if that card is a Superheavy Samurai monster, your opponent's attack points drop to 0. Best card to run in. It's better to run it. Best to run this card in here because you can because its effect can go off either way for it to happen. So you can basically this card would be in your graveyard when you're in a jam or something, and you have no other cards left. And just for the soul cards, I run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. Best I run just only 2 of these because, and also because you can target 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster and equip it to it, and it can deal piercing damage for when a monster's in defense mode. So basically, you can basically have basically, if the best way to equip it with is like either Steam Train King or Susanoo, for example, and like as you've seen in the shows. And also just 2 Super Heavy Samurai Soul Buster Gauntlets for the defense point power up. And also you can send this card to the graveyard. Your battling monster's defense points become double its original attack points until the end of the turn. Best way to run it for the card. Best way to run it. I mean, I thought about running 3 of these, but I say 2 is just the best way to have in the deck for a while. And also, I run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Helpers. I mainly like this card because because during damage calculation, if your defense position monster battles an opponent's monster in battle while you have no spell and trap cards in effect, this is a quick effect. So you can discard this card and target 1 Super Heavy Samurai you control and another one, and you can have the first one gain the attack points of the second monster you have on the field. And also, you can banish this card from your graveyard, allowing it to special summon a Super Heavy Samurai monster from the graveyard to keep yourself safe from any harm done from a direct attack. And for the so far for pendulum plays, I only run 2 Super Heavy Samurai General Jade and 2 Super Heavy Samurai General Coral. I mainly use their pendulum effects because they allow them General Coral can target 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, and it can increase its level by 1, and even if it leaves the field. And General Coral can be able to target 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from him or control that destroyed an opponent's monster, and then it can make a second attack in a row. So best way, I say I just run 2 of these just for safe measures, in case if he destroys it, you'll always have those backups to have it in there. And for the tuner monster, I run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Trumpeter. If this card is just a special summoning play, if you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand, and it also is if it's also offered as a tribute summon, you can special summon it back from the graveyard. So the best combo for it to go off for is because General Jade can only require 1 sacrifice Super Heavy Samurai monster. So basically, if you have this on the field and you sacrifice it for the General Jade, you can basically Trumpeter can summon himself back to the field in defense mode, and you can synchro summon automatically from that turn. For that, and also I run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Fist. I'm still thinking about lowering to 1 because if the monster destroys your opponent's monster in battle, you can synchro summon it during the battle phase and such. Still thinking about reducing to 1. I don't know if I'll just add another card in here or something for it. And also for the last one, I run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Battle Ball. I like this card a lot because it can take control of an opponent's monster on the field and use it for a synchro summoning play. And it's pretty good to use for any other card plays also, for the matter of fact. And for the non-Super Heavy Samurai monsters, I only run 3 Giant Rat. This card is another shortcut to bringing out Big Bang K. If he gets destroyed in battle, you can summon a monster with 1,500 or less attack points in attack mode. So basically, it can bring out Big Bang K the fastest because if he gets destroyed, you can summon Big Bang K out because he has 1,000 attack points, and Big Bang K's special ability allows him to be switched to defense mode when he's special summoned. So it's really good. You can bring him out faster than like this through your deck. And also I run 3 Swift Scarecrow for any of you guys who are stuck in a jam for a direct attack from your opponent. Best way to use it is just discard it and end the battle phase quick enough so you can get another turn off of yourself. And that is it for the monsters. For just, well, I know this is only just a one on alt monster only deck, but for just starters, I only run one. I only have just one Second's Life and one Rise to Full Height. Mainly because Rise to Full Height double the defense points of one monster on the field, and you can banish this card, and the opponent cannot attack, and the opponent has to attack the one monster you have in your field. Well, your opponent has to attack the monster you selected on the field. And Second's Light can also help you for draw power too. You can draw 2 cards from the deck, and you can banish it to shuffle one monster back in your hand to shuffle and draw one more card. But I think you should just run more than one Second's Light. I'm guessing you could just run 3 because since they're both have both banishing effects, it's best to run 3 Second's Light in here. I'm still thinking about using Rise to Full Height at 2, but I don't know. That's my opinion. And that is it for the main deck. We are move on to the extra deck. I run 2 Superheavy Samurai Steam Train King. I like this card a lot because you can banish an amount of spell and trap cards from your opponent's graveyard too to inflict 200 points of damage to him too. And it can attack while it's in defense mode. And you can discard up to 2 cards to target many cards your opponent controls and destroy them. So basically you can discard 2 cards and be able to destroy non-spelled trap cards on your field, an opponent's field, and also use his burn damage effect too. But I'm thinking about lowering it down to 1 for now, but I'm still thinking, but for right now I say just run 2 for safety measures. And I also run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Susanowos because his effect allows him to activate it. You can take a spell or trap card from your opponent's graveyard and set it, but it gets banished once it leaves the field. You have to have no spell or trap cards to activate this effect. It's the best way to run a card. Best way to run it, so that way you can try to even out your defenses a little bit more for yourself. And also, I only run, and for the other ones, I only run 1 Super Heavy Samurai Beast QB, 1 Super Heavy Samurai Ninja Sarutobi, 1 Super Heavy Samurai Stealth Ninja, and 1 Super Heavy Samurai Ogre Shindadoji. I kind of butchered that name a little bit, but yeah, you should run one of each of the rest of them for other plays like this. And for the non-Super Heavy Samurai monsters, I run just these 2, Nutria Beast and Nutria Bakrion. I'll probably butcher those names wrong too, but they help you stop spell and trap cards on your field, on your opponent's side of the field. So basically you can run one of these each because they're your main monsters who can stop spell and trap cards for you. And as for the Xyz, some monsters, I only run 1 number 82 Heartland Dracu, 1 Gear Gigantic X, and 1 number 41 Babushka. Gear Gigantic X is a good card to play because you can detach 1 material from it to add 1 machine type monster from your deck to your hand. And Heartland Dracu, I use it mainly for direct attacks, and Babushka can also help you keep your opponent's monster in defense mode, and while their effects are simply negated. So it's a good card to play in the deck, even though you gotta give up 1 material for it for each turn it passes by, and it gets destroyed if it doesn't have any more. And for just the link plays, I run 2 Mrs. Radiant for power up for all Earth monsters to gain 400 attack, 500 attack and defense, and also all wind monsters loses 400 points And if he gets destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can target one Earth monster from your graveyard and add it to your hand. So yeah, it's a good Link monster to play. For now, it's just the only Link monster I like to play for the deck. So that is it for the deck, for the Superheavy Samurai deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure you guys comment down below what you think for the deck. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video too, and also follow me on my Instagram. I'll be leaving the description to that down below. So for the meantime, JT out.